Do you want to know exactly what to eat to lose fat and get healthier without starving yourself or giving up your favorite foods? If you're serious about attaining long-lasting fat loss and a total health transformation, then I encourage you to watch this short video. Hi, my name is Nicole Erickson, health coach. I'm not a professional filmmaker or anything, but what I have to share with you is so incredible and powerful that I decided to create this video for you myself. So bear with me for a little. Here's the deal. I think the nutrition industry is hopelessly broken. Instead of helping people improve their health and overall physical appearance, the health and fitness world is filled with myths, pseudoscience, scams, and outright lies. I mean, it's blatantly obvious the current dietary guidelines are outdated and don't work. Just look at the statistics. 66.4% of American adults aged 20 and older are overweight, of which more than 50% are obese. Now, if you're one of the millions of people who follow all the diet rules outlined by health and fitness buffs, but still carry extra fat, it is not your fault. Here's the truth. No matter how genetically cursed you might think you are, and no matter how frustrated you might feel about trying and ditching several diets, you most definitely can have the lean and sexy body of your dreams. You see, getting into shape is hardly as cruel as nutrition and fitness buffs want you to believe. In fact, if you avoid the four most common and disastrous diet mistakes, shaping your dream body is actually a simple process. Are you making these four common diet mistakes that undermine your health and hamper fat loss? Let me go through these mistakes. Mistake number 1, not being in a caloric deficit. According to some health and fitness experts, losing fat and keeping it off is all about controlling the type of food you eat. They claim certain foods are fattening because they put a halt on fat loss and cause a hormonal environment that leads to weight gain, while other foods balance the system and promote fat loss. While that's partly true, it doesn't give you a full picture. Because if you want to lower the number on your scale and inches on your waist, the most important thing you must do is enter into a caloric deficit. It's really simple. If you consume more calories than you expend or burn, you will gain weight. Alternatively, if you consume less calories than you burn, you will lose weight. That's a solid scientific fact. One proof? Several studies show the strength of caloric harmony. One of these is a case study. Mark Hall, professor of human nutrition at Kansas State University. He carried excess fat and, in understanding the importance of caloric harmony, decided to carry out an experiment. For 2 months, all he ate were foods like Oreos, Twinkies, Doritos, and protein shakes, while maintaining a daily caloric deficit of 800 calories. His result? In just 2 months, he ended up losing 27 pounds and reduced his body fat percentage from 33.4% to 24.9%. While I don't recommend you follow such a diet, it emphasizes my point. If you want to lose fat, you have to have a caloric deficit. The thing is, not all caloric deficits are the same. Some do more harm than good. That's why even after diligent efforts, several calorie counters still don't experience fat loss and get their dream body. I'll explain why in a minute. Mistake number 2, severe calorie restriction that gives you the metabolism of an 85-year-old grandma. If a caloric deficit of 250 calories per day will get you lean, a 1,000 calorie deficit must give you results 4 times as fast, right? Nope, wrong. Many people make this error, and I used to as well before I knew any better. The truth is, extreme caloric deficits mess up your physiology and can lead to eating disorders. That's exactly why most low-calorie dieters regain the excess fat and pounds when they stop their diets. Plus, most of them often gain even more excess fat on top of that. Here's the thing. Your body has no idea you're trying to get shredded for summer. Instead, it thinks you're stranded somewhere with no food because you're starving yourself. This results in your body's metabolism plummeting, which prevents you from losing weight. This means that the minute you come off of your diet, your body starts storing as much food as possible as fat to prepare itself for the next starvation period or diet. That's exactly why it's so essential to eat according to what works for your body. A customized, fine-tuned calorie target that works for your metabolism, your goals, your body, and your situation. Mistake 3. Thinking that all calories are created equal. So far, we've had a close look at calories and how they work. And while calories are a critical piece of the fat loss puzzle, they aren't the only thing that matters. Usually, when most people say they want to lose weight, they really seek to improve their health and look better. But if you want to accomplish this, you shouldn't strive for weight loss. Instead, focus on fat loss. This is because losing weight doesn't consequently improve your health and appearance, but losing fat does. When it comes to fat loss, calories still remain a critical element. But what is just as critical is your macro intake. Put simply, your consumption of protein, fats, and carbs is crucial. How you arrange your macros has a powerful effect on how your body responds to meals you eat. For example, if you eat too many unhealthy fats, you'll encourage inflammation in your body, which will lead to constant bloating or swelling. Or if you eat too many carbs, it will be almost impossible to lose fat, even if you are maintaining a caloric deficit. This is because carbohydrates increase insulin levels. Insulin is a hormone that hampers fat loss in 2 ways. First, increased insulin levels stop your fat cells from releasing fat. So if your fat cells can't release fat, your body can't ever burn off the excess. Second, increased insulin levels make the storage of energy found in your bloodstream convert into body fat cells. So the energy doesn't get used by muscle tissue, but instead makes its way to fat storing places like your hips, abs, and lower back. This is why researchers consider insulin to be the fat storage hormone, and this is why carbohydrate-heavy diets make it almost impossible to lose fat. Carbohydrates are healthy for the brain and transport protein to your muscles, but because of insulin and your goal of fat loss, carbohydrates have to be consumed in moderation. Insulin is just one example. Fine-tuning your macro intake is critical for several reasons, so in a minute, I'll teach you how to arrange your macros to ramp up your fat loss up to 3 times. The best part? What I'll teach you in less than a minute from now is effortless and never leaves you feeling hungry, always full. This strategy is so easy to follow and so filling, you'll no doubt forget you were even on a fat loss journey. Mistake 4. Following an overly restrictive, unrealistic diet. Your willpower works like rechargeable batteries. There's a finite amount of it until it runs out. This is why extremely restrictive diets diminish your willpower and increase your cravings, which inevitably lead to binge eating. The complete opposite of what you want when building your dream body. I've seen it several times before. A girl or guy who's driven, dedicated to losing fat and getting a healthy, sexy body. They start with a diet that only allows plain, boring food like tilapia, rice, chicken, and asparagus. Because that's what most of the health and fitness magazines recommend. So it must work, right? Nope, wrong. While in the beginning, the results are fantastic and the girl or the guy faithfully has prepped Tupperware containers stuffed with healthy meals, wherever they go throughout the day, their willpower starts to decline, soon wearing out, and they ditch the diet. Just remember that dieting in itself is already really hard for most people. So don't start making it harder by pushing all kinds of needless restrictions on yourself. If you do, you'll more than likely adapt a screw this mentality after weeks or even days, waking up in a bed of Oreo wrappers and Dorito bags, ending up right back at square one. The solutions to these diet goofs? A nutrition guide you can customize to your body, taste buds, situation, and goals. If you want to take all the guesswork out of dieting and follow a plan that works for you, then you will love this easy, concise, step-by-step nutrition guide by health and fitness expert and military nutrition and training specialist Sol Rigo. For the last 10 years, Sol's worked with and learned from the best nutritionists, fitness trainers, and chefs to develop step-by-step nutrition guides used by both military and everyday people like you and me. This guide is practical, convenient, and cost-effective, and most importantly, enjoyable, tailor-made, and informative. And when I say tailor-made, I mean it. This isn't your dull, humdrum, here's some stuff I pulled together from the random blogs and websites guide many nutrition gurus sell for crazy amounts of money. Instead, SUPP UP allows you to tailor things to your own unique situation, needs, dietary choices, and goals to make sure you experience the best progress and follow a diet you enjoy. In other words, your days of dieting are over. No more suffering from overly restrictive, ineffective diets. It's about time someone really taught you the truth so you can start working on a method that works best for you right away. What truly sets this step-by-step nutrition guide apart is that it doesn't force you to cut out any foods from your day-to-day life. So many diets focus on cutting away foods from your day-to-day life. With this nutrition guide, you'll be able to keep all nutrients, proteins, carbs, and fats on the menu. You'll learn what works specifically for your body, so you'll be eating tasty, nutritious meals like sirloin steak with roasted garlic, onions, butter, healthy vegetables, and grains. By learning exactly what your body needs and factoring in what your goals are, you'll be able to manipulate your metabolism. Yes, it's possible to manipulate your metabolism. Usually, your body relies mainly on glucose. That's the stored form of carbohydrates, which is used throughout the day by your body's various functions. And most importantly, your brain, which is what can cause binge hunger the more you work. Glucose is the brain's only source of energy. So this means when you reduce your carbohydrate intake on a diet, there's not enough glucose rapidly available for your body to fuel your brain and all your body's functions. This is where having this step-by-step nutrition guide comes in. You will be able to pick and choose from a comprehensive, tailored-for-you list of foods that will healthily give your body the required fuel for all its day-to-day functions while ensuring you stay in a caloric deficit without feeling drained throughout the day. This is invaluable because you get an unfair advantage on your fat loss goals. You get to eat breakfast without guilt. You can still eat your favorite foods like meat. You don't have to give up grains like rice and bread. You get to avoid suffering from mood swings you usually get from dieting. This is because when it comes to fat loss and achieving your dream physique, mental health is just as, if not equally important. Want proof? Just take a look at the scientific research articles at the end of this video. There are 6 reasons why the right nutrition guide is the holy grail for fat loss. Reason number 1, it's simple and easy to follow. The SUPP UP nutrition guide is incredibly simple to follow, and you'll get to enjoy yourself as you lose fat. This is due to it originally being made for military personnel who needed an easy guide to stay healthy and fit while away from their families. Who doesn't love losing fat while still being able to eat delicious foods like eggs, cheese, potatoes, steak, avocados, bread, and bacon? Reason 2, your hunger cravings will fade. I'll let you in on a little secret. You will never lose fat and keep it off long term if you're on any diet that leaves you feeling hungry. Hunger is an unbelievable, merciless force. Eventually, hunger always ends up defeating willpower. This is why almost all diets end in failure. Sooner or later, you can't handle your cravings anymore and you regain all that lost weight by binge eating and snacking. In addition, you'll more than likely gain some extra weight right off the bat. When you fuel your body right by following the SUPP UP nutrition guide, you stop hunger in its tracks. You won't feel hungry. This is why following a step-by-step guide tailored to you is the number one way to lose fat and keep it off long term. In other words, you won't just look great in the after photo, but several photos after the after photo as well. Reason number 3. You don't have to exercise to reap the benefits. You don't have to work out to lose fat once you learn how to fuel your body correctly with the SUPP UP nutrition guide. I should mention, however, since following the tailored steps outlined in the guide, you'll boost your energy levels tremendously after a couple of weeks, and you'll probably become more active, which may motivate you to exercise subconsciously. That said, you'll incur fat loss whether you're active or not once you learn the correct method of calorie deficit and how to fuel your body properly. Reason 5. It's healthy and safe. If you've been trying numerous diets to lose fat and excess pounds, you've probably come across diets that have left you feeling drained, faint, and sometimes dizzy. The SUPP UP nutrition guide reinforces safe practices to ensure you look out for your mental health, something which a lot of diets forget about when it comes to fat loss. As a matter of fact, I guarantee it's probably much safer than the way you eat now. One proof? Have a look at the scientific research links at the end of this video. Research shows that eating properly, especially breakfast, and ensuring you learn what foods work best for your body can boost mental health, help reduce various neurological conditions, reduce depression, manage and reverse type 2 diabetes, and more. Reason 6. You'll lose fat. Once you receive your SUPP UP nutrition guide and apply the steps designed for your body, you'll start to lose fat because you won't be forcing your body into starvation. You won't have to think about nutrition all the time. As a matter of fact, because you'll never be hungry while following this nutrition guide, you'll probably forget you're on a fat loss journey. So just how much fat do you want to shed, and how eagerly do you want to improve your health? With your step-by-step customizable nutrition guide, you'll finally have control over your figure and, more importantly, your health. Here's what you get if you start today. Number 1. An easy-to-follow step-by-step nutrition guide based on experience and expertise of health and fitness industry leaders, not gurus. This includes nutritionists, fitness consultants, military veterans, and professional chefs to make sure you make optimal progress towards your dream physique. Number 2. Food optimized to your own ideal macro and calorie intake. If you screw up your macro and calorie intake, you might as well not even bother starting a diet. This is why SUPP UP Nutrition Guide bases each step on science-based methods to show you the ideal macro and calorie intake for your goals and specific situation. Number 3. Delicious food based on your food preferences. The author of SUPP UP has done extensive research and testing to ensure all your meals are always tasty but nutrient dense, which still giving you the freedom to choose what you want to eat. You'll get fine-tuned guidance to match your food preferences so you can look forward to each meal. This not only makes your fat loss enjoyable, but also encourages you to make long-lasting change. Number 4. Instructions on how to further customize your meals. The SUPP UP Nutrition Guide provides you with what diets don't, options. You'll have options to customize your day-to-day diet to your preferences. For example, if you don't feel like eating beef, you'll learn what choices you can replace it with. Number 5. Food with plenty of variety. Your nutrition guide will have a wide range of different nutritious but delicious foods. This makes sure you get a vast spectrum of nutrients while making sure your fat loss journey stays enjoyable and you feel energized. Number 6, crystal clear step-by-step instructions. Even if you have zero cooking experience or health and fitness knowledge, preparing meals and grocery shopping will be a breeze. All you have to do is follow the step-by-step instructions and collect the rewards that come with them. Number 7, an easy-to-reference food list. Quit wasting endless hours at the grocery store. You'll get an easy-to-follow but varied list of foods that details what foods to take for your goals, situation, and body type, and so much more. That was just a brief overview of what you'll get. As you can see, the nutrition guide leaves no stone unturned. The SUPP UP Nutrition Guide has thought of everything possible to provide you with convenient, effective, enjoyable food to help you reach your ideal body and health goals. You'll get your step-by-step customizable nutrition guide for less than 5% of what you would normally pay. Having a step-by-step science-based nutrition plan which outlines what works for you specifically can get really expensive very fast. If you go to a nutritionist, you will end up paying about $100 for your initial consultation and an average of around $400 a month for modifications and update appointments. For instance, if you wanted a nutrition plan for just 8 weeks, you will expect to pay around $900. And after pouring out all that money, it's more than likely you'll end up with the exact same outcome as the rest of a nutritionist's clients. Disappointed with your result and no clue what to do next. I know what it feels like because I've been there, spending tons of money with minimal results. And I know how disheartening it is to invest all that money and time without ending up close to your ultimate goal. I don't want you to go through the same experience, and that's why I'm offering you what I discovered, the SUPP UP Nutrition Guides. My goal is to help other people like myself transform their health and their figure without experiencing needless struggles that often come with it. The author of SUPP UP understands these struggles, which is why the nutrition guide doesn't offer the time-tested knowledge originally designed for the military for $900. As a matter of fact, the price isn't even 5% of that. I know this is much less than what you'd expect from a nutrition and health product, but SUPP UP wants to make nutrition and fat loss available for everyone. And I want to spread the knowledge I gained to help millions of men and women around the globe take control and take charge over their health and physical figures. SUPP UP does too, which is why they don't want price to be an issue. Click the button below this video and get your fat loss and nutrition guide. I know that most of you have already clicked the button, but for those of you still watching, listen, this isn't for everyone. SUPP UP has been around long enough to notice there's 3 types of people that can't be helped. So please do not buy this nutrition guide if you're one of these 3 people. Number 1, you don't take any action but instead want to spend all of your spare time trying to figure out the perfect diet. Number 2, you think you already know what you need to do to build your ideal physique and you're not willing to follow an expert's instructions. Number 3, you're not interested in using science-based fat loss strategies but instead would just rather copy what the average Joe and Jane are doing. That being said, if you're looking for science-based, done-for-you guidance where you'll lose fat and improve your health while eating tasty foods in every meal, here's what I want you to do next. First, click the button below this video to get instant access to your step-by-step fat loss and nutrition guide. Next, are you ready? If so, today is the day you rise to the challenge and transform your body and health because, put simply, this nutrition guide is for people who recognize a great opportunity when they see one and act fast. Click the button below to get your guide now. The way I see it, you have 3 options from here. Option 1, ignore everything you just heard and change nothing. If you choose this path, just remember the old saying, if you do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always had. Option 2. Try to lose fat and improve overall health by shooting blindly through trial and error. Fly solo with the old attitude of, let's see what sticks by throwing it on the wall. Sure, you may reach your goal at some point with this approach, but not without endless setbacks and frustrations that will leave you on the brink of giving up and going back to square one. Or the smartest option, option 3, fly past all the frustration and take charge of your health and your figure by investing in yourself through investing in an easy-to-follow step-by-step nutrition guide. Foods based on science-based methods that are made to help any person, any age, and in any situation enjoy long-term fat loss results. To get your fat loss and nutrition guide, click the button below to get instant access for just $27. You will be able to start grocery shopping within minutes of ordering. I've never been more excited and happy to share something like this than I am now, and I can't wait for you, like me, to enjoy the life-altering results you'll get by investing in yourself today. Click the button below now and get instant access for just $27. Let's do it.